Hi Pisces, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I am here with your December reading. I have dealt and shuffled your cards. Before we start, I want to mention I do offer personal readings. The information's below. And your reading this month is interesting. It's kind of a little, not complicated, but it's interesting. So I know that a couple months or a few months back, you were going through this like epic life change, like something was finally coming to a completion or an ending. So I don't know if this ties into that or if this is something separate, but yeah, I think I just have to dive in because it's really complicated. So I'm going to summarize, I'm going to point some things out, and then we're going to go through in depth card by card. So I'm getting the feeling right away that there's some kind of emotional stability happening, like you feel really good emotionally, there's firm ground, you are open, there's a lot of good emotions around you and around your present situation. But then there's this energy, like I almost feel like you might be worried about losing that or someone taking that from you or being threatened by someone disturbing your emotional peace or someone trying to take what's yours. Like, almost like you might be wanting to keep what you have and keep what's yours and maintain and control and kind of like keep it really close to you. And like you're worried about maybe not feeling emotionally fulfilled, like being let down or being bored or being emotionally discontented or something like that. So that's one kind of message that's coming through. Then there's something about money and finances or resources. So with pentacle cards, they can be anything that's in the 3D, anything you can touch, feel, work with. So whether it's a project, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship or resources, your home, your investments, your money, your finances. There's a message coming through that I feel like you're getting either what you need, you're being given something, so a loan or a gift from someone, or a missing piece of the puzzle, or gaining a new skill that you needed, or learning something new, or having something practical that you've needed. Something's like balancing out. And then I do see like a really strong, either someone is coming in, like an advisor, a business partner, a family member, or someone who has a secure or a matured view on finances or has something to offer you. Or that could be you. It could even be you giving to someone, you giving what's needed, you balancing the scales out. There's definitely balance coming in big time. A very healing, comforting, magical, protective, balance, harmony. There's also a lot of something is coming across, like there's a really firm energy, like a lot of structure, whether it's a person like your spouse, whether it's the dynamic of your company or religion or a group of people or the status quo. There's something that feels either really secure and safe, like it has form, it's stable, you know the rules, you know the boundaries, you know where to go, you know how to work with this. Or it can be oppressive, like you can't breathe, there's too much, you're not free enough, there's too many, it's too much confinement kind of an energy. So we're going to look at that. And I'm going to get clarity on some of these things. So first of all, we've got the King of Cups in your present position. That can be you, that can be another person, this can be man, woman, this can be just the energy. This kind of energy is showing emotional stability. So this is the King. He is the most mature form of emotion. And, you know, the king is very noble. He's trustworthy. He makes the decision, the best decision for everyone involved. He's developed enough where he's not completely immersed in his emotions. He's not like a victim of his emotions, but he has access to them. So see how the water's all around him? There's so much water here, but he's on that he has firm footing. He's on the rock. So this is, to me, emotional stability, emotional development, being safe emotionally, having someone trustworthy. And then in alignment with this energy, underneath the deck, we have the Page of Cups. And then showing up in your position, we have the Ten of Cups. So this is why I'm saying you might be really emotionally content or emotionally stable right now. The Ten of Cups representing you is happy ever after, you know, having an ongoing sense of security, fulfillment, contentment. You know, it's here to stay. And then the page underneath the king is all about this new quality of emotion in your life, having access to feelings maybe you haven't been able to access before, believing in love again, self-healing, you know, dealing with your emotional whatever. This can be a message from someone or something uplifting. It's just this new aspect emotionally, internally, that's very sweet and pure and new. So things are looking good on the emotional front. But then we have this aspect where it looks like you might be worried about that. So then we for the hopes and fears, we've got the Four of Cups here. And the Four of Cups is all about feeling like apathetic, emotionally disappointed, not disappointed, but emotionally dull. Like you're not really thrilled. And remember, this is just a fear. You're not really fulfilled. You're not really joyful. You're not really happy. It's like nothing's really bad, but oh, I think that's my alarm. Hold on one sec. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'll be back. Okay. There's always something. So, you know, it's making me feel like you really don't have, you know, this is just a fear. When we are in a good place, when we do have stability, of course it's like, well, what if it goes? What if I lose it? What if this isn't what I think it is? What if this isn't going to really make me happy for the long term? So, you know, if that is applying to you, this is very good because it's confirming that's just a fear of yours. Everything that is showing up, you know, positively. So this, and the fact that this is reinforcing it in the fear position. And I also feel like you might be worried about being disappointed or because we have the Four of Pentacles in the above position. So this is hanging over the reading. So this is in the present hanging over the king. And this energy, based on what I see around it, is making me feel like this is about holding close to what you've gained, not really wanting to let go. So when the Four of Pentacles comes up, it's that point in something we're working on or a goal or a project or something we're developing in the 3D where we finally kind of have a nice steady plateau. We kind of have a nice foundation. We've been able to amass enough where it's now balanced. It's now stable. But with that said, you know, as human beings, when we get to that place, often we want to keep it and we want to control it. And so this is a warning to not hold too tightly, to not become attached in an unhealthy way to what you've gained, because what ends up happening is we feel the need to control everything and we're worried about losing something and we overcompensate and we stifle this energy. You know, think about, you know, this king here, or whoever he is, a king, I guess, yeah, or queen, what is that? Some kind of royal figure. you know, he's got these pentacles on his garment here that are kind of keeping him in the same position. They're weighing him down. He can't move. He can't go anywhere else. He's stuck. So you don't want, you know, to feel the need to worry about losing what you've gained and having to, you don't have to do that job, you know? Think about the complexity of the universe and how things line up without, there's so much beyond our awareness and immediate control. If we tried to do everything ourselves, we wouldn't be able to, because we need a lot more than just us. And we can't see the full picture and the harmony that's being created. So often we mess it up. We try to control too much, we start panicking, we get anxious, and then that's what we end up creating, because we're not trusting, you know, and letting go. It's like, you know, you're trying to grow a seed, you're trying to grow a garden, and you're like, why hasn't it grown? It's day 1. Why hasn't it grown? It's day 2. I'm going to water it more. And then you end up killing it because it's just like you're not letting go and just allowing it to be and breathe. So those two are linking up. Then the third energy that's linking up with that storyline is in the near future, we've got the Seven of Wands. So this is when we feel like we really have to step up to the plate and fight for what is ours. So we're going to look at this. Maybe there is a reason you're feeling a little bit. Maybe you're picking up a little bit on something, someone trying to come in, mess with your stuff. Or, you know, the Seven of Wands is like, and this is not to like plant the seed of fear in you at all. It's just, if you're feeling this gut feeling, you know, just keep your eyes open and be, prepared, but don't let this like worry or dictate your, or react to this, because things are good and stable again. And I don't see, there's nothing negative like happening, but you might feel that, and this could even be also you just feeling this way. This may have there might be nothing else externally coming in. You might just feel the need to really claim what's yours. So the Seven of Wands is traditionally the competition card, where there's other people, you made it to the top of the hill, and now other people want what you got. Other people want to knock you off and, see all these other swans or all these other people that are trying to get up there. And so you're fighting them off. It's standing your ground, fighting for your place, fighting for what's yours, fighting for your beliefs. I'm trying to think of where to go next, or if I want to clarify that right now. Let's clarify that. All right, so we're going to look at the Seven of Wands in the near future. What is this? What is this about? Like, what is this? What is leading the? What's causing the feeling of standing up for yourself, of protecting yourself, of fighting for what's yours? What is the Seven of Wands energy? Clarify the Seven of Wands for us. All right. The Two of Wands. This is like a new path. Deciding to go, how to move forward. What you want to move forward towards. A new path opens up. You're going in a new direction. You're preparing yourself to really, okay, now I know where to direct my energy towards. So it could be saying you're going to be embodying this momentum, the strength of your convictions, standing your ground, standing by what you believe in as you move forward on this new path, or about this new path, or I kind of want to get one more. It's like like making me feel like keep going, because also this card popped out of the deck and when I was shuffling. This is the Nine of Wands, and this card's all about keep going. This is when you feel like exhausted and you're just like, I don't know, I'm ready to give up. Like, but you pull it together. You use the last remaining bit of willpower, of energy you have, and it's right around the corner. What you're waiting for, your victory, it's like you're just almost there. So it's saying don't give up, just keep going, muster through, push through. You're just about there. You're right there. Don't give up. So with these three together, that's really confirming to continue with your beliefs, to continue with the path that you know you want to go on, to fight for what it is that you want, to fight for what it is that you believe in, to not give up, to not be threatened. So, right. So we have this stability of this emotional energy, and we have this fear of possibly losing it or it not turning out to be all you think it is. And this kind of conscious thought process of wanting to keep it close, wanting to protect it, but possibly, worrying too much, controlling too much. Because it's saying like you don't have to be anxious or unhealthily attached, but it's showing you, instead fight for what you believe in. Fight, don't listen, don't, don't go to the dark side. Don't think, oh my God, this is never, this, because that's a battle too. Like, oh, I finally have this beautiful new emotional balance within myself. I finally have this fulfilling emotional experience with myself or someone else or with a career, whatever it may be. And now what if I lose it? What if it goes away? What if it's not? No, stop. No. This is saying fight, continue to go forward, to stand for what you believe in, to fight the good fight. Don't let that external or oppositional threat mess up where you've gotten to. Don't believe that crap. Does that make sense? I also see in the environment there's a lot of strength being called for or used. So in the environment, the strength card, this is anything external. This is like the, environment that involves the situation, what's available to you externally, what's kind of the playing field. So this is showing strength. This is when we need or are using our internal strength to overcome our fears, to overcome that dark side of us that, that voice that whispers, you're not good enough. This isn't going to last. You better protect yourself. You're going to get hurt. We have to rise up, because that's all lower vibration crap. That's all illusion, trying to prevent us from meeting our full potential and, accepting our God-given right to be happy and fulfilled. So the strength card showing up is showing me you do have the strength. Use this strength from within. It's like a good exercise for you, because it's going to prove to you you're stronger than you think, you're tougher than you think, and you're going to get over this, whatever it is. I don't know if it's a fear, I don't know if it's hesitancy, I don't know if it's just a paranoia or what, but it's going to help you improve to yourself. So I can get over that's not going to scare me anymore. Because woo, the strength in this is the near future. This popped out of the deck, and this is the environment, strength. Look at that. Strength. You have the strength. Okay. So keep going. Keep going on this path. You know what you're doing. Believe in it. Fight for it. And you don't need to worry about, just think where is this fear coming from if I'm losing something? It's just a thought. It's just a fear. You don't want to live in that place. You can visit, but you don't want to live there. because that's going to decay everything that is positive and real in your life. And you can enjoy that because it's good. You're good. You're not going to have any, like, I don't see any disappointments or emotional craziness. Like, it's all good. So now let's move on to the outcome. So one beautiful thing that is confirming what we're talking about is the Temperance card. This showing up in your outcome is awesome. This is showing you, hey, everything is working exactly as it should. Everything is being handled by the forces of the universe. Everything is working out harmoniously. All the pieces are coming together just as they should. There's a lot of healing with this energy. This is like, you're protected. Everything's falling into place. Everything's flowing like it should. It's beautiful. This feels so good when it shows up in your life. And this is a major card. Have we had a major card yet? I haven't gotten to them yet. We have 4 major cards that showed up. This isn't your outcome. This is something you cannot avoid. This is something from God. This is something from the higher levels of the universe that's coming in, that's tying in with what you're meant to experience as a soul. So relish in this harmony. Relish in this good feeling. You deserve it. It's here. You're safe. You can, like, you're protected. Okay, then we've got this energy about giving or receiving resources you need, or some kind of missing piece or knowledge or skill or something like that. So in the outcome, we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so both of these can be seen as an offer. Let's start with the 6. The 6 of Pentacles is all about balance. So it's also about giving and receiving. So, we have this merchant or whoever he is giving coins to these people who are begging for coins or in need of coins. And it's showing this balance of the universe. It's showing, these people are in need and they're going to receive. This person has to give and he's going to give, and the scales balance out. It's also about, giving if you do have, maybe this is your role to play, or receiving. Maybe it really is your turn to receive something. But it's about that balancing and stability of the universal forces, and how you could be on either end of that. Then the Page of Pentacles. This card's very much looking like he's either giving this pentacle to the angel or receiving this pentacle from the angel, This card traditionally is about, pages are all about messages, new energy, the beginning stages of development. The Page of Pentacles is like acquiring a new thing or a new resource or a new skill towards this goal you have practically, or seeing the seeds you've planted begin to manifest and begin to sprout. So this energy is really making me feel like you get what you need. So things, again, with this balance card too, the Temperance card, like things are balancing out. There's a stability, again, stability. And the fight that you have might be against your own fears or your own inner battle or something. That might be your fight. Or just believing in, wow, things can really be good. Fighting. Yeah, claim that. Claim that for yourself. And also with this theme of the Pentacles, in the outcome, this Queen of Pentacles also came up in the present, crossing the King of Cups. So there may be a person, like I said, represented by the Queen, man or woman, who might offer you something, who might have an opportunity, who might be the bestower of this resource, finances, or practical thing that's needed in your life. Or this could be you. You could be gaining this confidence or supplying this, taking care of someone else. But there's resources to be had. There's resources to be shared. I'm seeing it's a good thing for the practical element of life. So you're feeling good emotionally, things look good practically. Just remember, don't hoard and hold on too closely to what is happening in your practical life. It's like if you never, the rich keep getting richer because they have money and income to invest in things. They don't hoard all their money, they make it grow. They let it go so it can grow. So it's like that principle with anything in your life. Because things are looking okay and you don't need to hoard because you're getting more. Things are coming in. Things are balancing out as they should. Things are being guided too. So, it's all okay. Whoo. Now we have these two major cards, one in the outcome and one was on the bottom of the deck. The High Priest is showing up in the outcome. This is all about status quo, conventional groups, the church, a marriage, rules. It can be the positive aspects of that. So the solid commitment through the church of marriage, or not even, doesn't have to be through the church, but that solid commitment. Or it can be kind of stifling. So it can be like, or like a community, like, a group that you feel that's valuable to you. But it can also be that stifling side. The group wants you to do one thing, you don't want to do it. Or someone is saying, like, you should do this, here are rules, you just don't do that. Or where it can be like, get me out of here. But in this reading, I'm kind of feeling like this feels very good. Like, again, that stable, secure feeling. Like you have a good foundation or support, or there's like a safety in this, whatever this represents, whatever tie this is. And it could even be that person that if it represents a person, that they're the ones that are going to kind of come in and help you. They're going to give you an offer, an opportunity, or even like invite you into this group where it's like you were needed or they needed you, or there's some kind of balance there. I mean, it can be marriage as well. It can be a solidification of because on a deeper level, the High Priest is like any spiritual energy, any truth in the higher dimensions. How are we representing that on Earth? What are we calling it? What are we labeling it? What are our rules for that energy? So the divine love energy coming down between two people, we call it marriage, and it's a sacred thing, and yada yada. So okay, so then the last card we've got that was on the bottom of the deck is the Emperor card. So these two cards are very similar. They're showing up very similarly to me. The Emperor card, how is it applying to this reading, though? That's what I want to kind of look at. I feel like, because the Emperor, we can look at it in different ways. In a general energetic sense, it's showing the structure of a certain path. So when things develop and you're able to go, okay, now I clearly see the limitations, the boundaries, the path. I see it's actually forming in the real world. It's not just an emotion. It's not just a belief. It's not just a goal. But now I see it taking shape in the actual world. And I know what I'm working with now. It's shown up. It has a form, right? Or if this is a person, this can be, so think of the Emperor, right? There's good sides and there's bad sides. There's good emperors, there's bad emperors. So this could be a person that's a very strong leader that helps you, that's a mentor, that shows you where to go, the road, that has something to offer to you in a beneficial way, that's very stable, that's very protective, that's very fatherly, that's very, you know, sets the tone, sets the pace. Or it can be the counter side of that can be someone who's a little too controlling, needs to be the leader, where he or she is calling the shots, and you're kind of like, I don't want to do that. And he's like, well, I'm the emperor, you gotta listen to me, so but in terms of, I don't know, it could be like that person kind of comes in and is like trying to tell you what's up, trying to convince you of something where you're like, maybe that's what kind of throws you off. Like, oh, are you sure this is the right thing? Because no, you can't do that and you have responsibilities, and are you, meh, meh, meh. If that's the case, bye-bye. This is you fighting for, don't let that energy intimidate you and knock you off of, you can take it in, you can take the advice, you can be like, well, let me think about this, but okay, because this is you fighting for what is yours, your right, your will, your belief. But it could also be someone helping you on that path forward. So to just sum it up one last time, I see great emotional energy here. I see you pushing forward, continuing on this path, not getting knocked down, showing your strength. And I see the outcome is beautiful. There's so much harmony. There's so much healing. Everything's in its right position. Things come into the picture and everything falls where it's supposed to. There's this balance. And yeah, the High Priest is making me feel in this reading there's a safety. I don't know why I keep feeling like safe. Like you're protected. You have a strong foundation. You clearly know what is what, and you feel protected and secure kind of energy. So I hope that this made sense. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, the Wheel of Fortune is showing up in your recent past. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about like a game changer. It's like life, the fate kicks in and it calibrates your life in a different way. You turn a corner, things start moving, life kicks in, the wheel turns and you're in a new phase. You're turning a corner, so, and it's really, when I see the Wheel of Fortune, I look at it as a positive, lucky, beneficial development. So I feel like if you're in a good place, know that you are in a good place. It's not just in your head. If you're feeling doubtful or fearful, just look at that energy and put it in its right place. Really kind of look and say, where is this coming from? Is this just a thought? Because we can have any old thought. It doesn't mean it's real. We can have any thought we want. Because I really see everything is solid. It's just you might have to, in the near future, push through a little bit and claim and continue and kind of fight and push for this path, what you want, what you believe in. But yeah, the outcome looks great. I really see, it's good. That's why I was saying it gets complicated, because it's like there's a lot of like little fine movements happen. Like there's So anyway, hope this made sense. If anyone wants to look at their situation further, I do offer personal readings. The information's below. You can feel free to email me as well if you have any other questions. Would love to hear your comments below if this did pertain to you, if this message was for you. And I wish you guys the best month. This looks great, so enjoy it. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye.